What's up, everyone? It's Annabelle with That Good Shit, and today I am here with
54 Ultra.
54
You can call
Ultra.
me Johnny.
Johnny. My dad's name is John.
Really?
Yes, there are a lot of Johns and Johnnies in my family.
It's a good way to do it.
It's a trustworthy name. Anyone named John or Johnny, I trust them.
As you should.
So I got great vibes immediately off meeting you. But I kind of want to tell you the quick story of how I got into your music.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I love your music. We're here to see 54 Ultra, aka Johnny, perform tonight at Nightclub 101 here in the beautiful East Village, Alphabet City. But yeah, so I had a friend send me your song Heaven Knows a while back, and for several weeks I thought it was like a deep cut from the 60s. I was like, oh, I just discovered this old track that my friend sent me from his 60s, 70s soul playlist. I'm so on. And then I think I got an email about a press release for a new song or your new EP, and I was like, there's no way that this is a newer artist.
I'm sorry for duping you.
No, but it was so cool because I feel like I really enjoy that experience of. I feel like especially in the past couple years, there's been artists who recreate the vintage sound so gracefully and so authentically. It's hard to know that they're an artist that's making music in 2025.
I mean, I get that. That same thing happened to me a couple times,
Yeah.
I get it. Well, I'm glad you're aboard, and I'm glad you had an organic experience with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm so thrilled to learn that you're someone who's going to be putting out a lot more music in the years to come.
I'm going to do my very best.
Yes, but I would love to take it back to the beginning and tell me a little bit about your first memories of making music, because I know that you've been making music for about 10 years.
Yeah, just about. I started out, I was really into trap music when I was younger, if I'm being honest.
Right.
I hope that doesn't kill too much lore, but it's true. I was born in 2000, so I grew up with a lot of hip-hop music as pop music.
Right.
And I wanted to be involved with making music. I liked hearing about artists, and a producer named Zaytoven, he came out with a book. I read that book, and I wanted to be a beat maker for rappers. So I got a little keyboard for Christmas, and that's why I taught myself piano and how to use the computer to make music, And
Cool.
I was sick in the hospital for a little bit, and then in the hospital I was like, okay, I'll decide to actually do this. And I was in band class in high school, and since I got sick, I used to get migraines. They took me out of the band class and put me in the computer lab, and that's where I also continued to make beats for myself.
Very
and
cool.
Then, I was 15 years old or so.
Yeah, and did you start off producing and then you started singing later on?
Yep, I made beats and produced and learned about all that stuff over the course of 3 or 4 years in high school, and then I graduated high school. I went to community college, County College in Morris, and then in the audio engineering classes, I figured I learned a lot more about pop music and rock music history, and then over time, making beats for artists turned into, singing essentially, and I would sing and write songs as if I was an instrument, and I never expected to sing myself for me. I did it for other people.
Yeah.
And then no one took any of it, so then I just kept the songs,
Yeah.
That was in 2020. And that's it. From there, the inception of 54 Ultra was that year, right when I was 19. So
Did you go by a different name before 54 Ultra?
I did.
What was it?
It was called J Dot.
J Dot.
J period D-O-T. Not original at all.
All right. And then you mashed up Studio 54 and Nostalgia Ultra to create 54 Ultra.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about why you chose the name, the mashup of those two iconic things.
Well, Studio 54 is an icon in New York City and the whole East Coast. You grow up hearing about your parents hanging around there and whatnot, and I like the idea of the inclusivity in the whole New York nightclub. Everybody having fun, doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
And I had no music out, but I thought if I made music, I'd like that energy.
Totally.
And the Nostalgia Ultra is because I had a girlfriend at the time. I wanted to sing, and I wanted that to be her name. And I was like, you should do it. It's a cool word. And she didn't want to, and bless her heart. And I said, listen, if I ever do anything, I'm going to use it. And I thank her for that. I said, thank you. So that's it. Put those two together the day before I released my music.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, this is the name, I guess.
Yeah, this is the name. I would love to hear a little bit of the story of how you came to have the sound you have today. I know that you've been through a bit of evolution. You've made indie rock and other genres in the past. What was the turning point where you were like, okay, this soul sound is really working for me?
I mean, I think I started writing in 2020, and I went through a phase where I wanted to sound like Steve Lacy, so I made a Steve Lacy album. Then I wanted to sound like Brent Faiyaz, so I made a Brent Faiyaz album. Then I wanted to sound like Mac DeMarco, so I made a Mac DeMarco album.
Yep.
And then I wanted to sound like Beach House, and I made a Beach House album.
Fire. I got to hear that. Oh, my God. Wait,
terrible.
we need that. Oh.
A lot of the songs, that I put out now are like that energy, so I just... But I just trial and error, It's all about growth and learning. So every song I made, I tried to beat the one before it. And I started in 2020, again, really going at it. 2021, I was like, there's not a lot of artists I think that combine like rock music and pop music or softer kind of music, and the ones that do, I really appreciate it. So with that, I just tried to follow that mantra. I don't know, and it evolved from an indie rock sound to a dream pop sound, and I was always into soul music and R&B, and I started to really get into the production of it, and then I don't know, if I'm being honest, it was a very natural progression.
Yeah.
I heard Donnie and Joe Emerson, I heard that band, and then that's what made me really dive into it,
Totally.
if that makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah. It's great when you have a natural progression that lands you like right where you're meant to be, making something that feels very fit for you.
I think so, because like I tried trial and error is the name of the game.
Right.
You can't no one's ever going to be stuck somewhere. You always got to you grow with the music, I think.
Totally.
So, but I'm happy here, and I've been in this spot for maybe like a year, so it's like, it feels natural, and it seems like my writing is falling into a nice, comfy spot with that, and we're going to keep pushing it, we're going to keep being honest.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's it, I think.
I'm looking forward to all the additional music that's to come out of this era of your sound, which I'm sure will continue to evolve, and I'm just so excited to see where you go over the next
Well,
5,
thank you. It's a pleasure,
10 years.
pleasure to have you. I saw you on TikTok like 4 years ago, I think.
Oh my God!
Come on, you've been around.
Oh,
I've seen
that's
the
really cool.
work, and
Yeah.
I acknowledge the work, and I appreciate the work you do.
Thank you.
So,
I appreciate you.
It's really nice to be here. It's almost world breaking sometimes,
Yeah.
You wake up one day and all of a sudden everybody wants to talk to you or cares about what you're doing.
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of crazy.
It is.
Well, you've definitely worked hard for it, and again, I really am excited to see the growth over the next couple years, just because the music is so beautiful and undeniable.
Well, listen,
even.
that means the world.
I appreciate you. I also really enjoy just how you've come into this soul sound again that feels so like authentically vintage, and outside of just the music, you've built a visual world that feels very authentically vintage.
Thank you.
Even down to like the cover arts of Where Are You, What More Can I Do, and Heaven Knows, like kind of the record like label thing. Tell me about building out that whole world.
I mean, at the end of the day, I just wanted to look like the records that I was listening to. So when you find those actual 70s deep cuts where it's just like an indie label that has 1,000 monthly listeners or something like that, I just thought it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And I like a lot of salsa music and like Latin soul stuff. And when you get those 45s, that's what they were. You find the label and there's nothing on the label. So I tried to emulate that sort of energy a few times over. Do it every once in a while. Not every time, but I like doing it when it feels like it calls for it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's been really cool to see you build that out.
Thank you.
Heaven Knows, again, is the first song I heard from you, and I fell in love with that song so much. I think many people have. I'd love to hear the story of how you made that song. Like, where were you? What were you feeling when you made that?
That's a great question. If I'm being honest, I like that song a lot. I wrote it in November of 2023, and I wrote Where Are You in June 2023, and then I did like a shoegaze song right after that. Then I did another shoegaze song after that, and then I said, damn, I really like the soul stuff. I think I'm going to try another one. And I said, let me sit and just really feel sentimental. I said, I wanted to really feel yearning. And I don't know, I just put a couple ideas together. I got inspired by some music from the Dominican Republic in the old 70s bolero sound where they were just discovering synthesizers. And I was like, let me try to, if I were to be them, what would I make, But then I did it in English. And I said, okay, this should work. And that's quite it. I think I just was trying to have fun, and trying to have fun and make words make sense,
Yeah, they don't only make sense; they're poetic.
Well, thank you. That means the world.
And it's very beautiful. I'm so excited to see you perform that tonight. Oh, I also am just really curious about your music taste right now in the present. What have you been listening to recently? Who are you excited about?
I listen to a lot of Hector Lavoe. He's a 70s salsa singer, who wears these kind of glasses that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
I like Lady Ray. That I like her soul music. She got a nice R&B sound. She's a legend. I like the new Claro album.
Yes.
It's very good. When that came out, I said, okay, there's somebody, making the job easier for me.
Yes.
Because I appreciate that. And Masayoshi Takanaka, that's a good Japanese guitar player. I kind of get into that a little bit. I like a lot of Brazilian stuff.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm trying to think. I like Royal Lotus, honestly. I kind of get into some of that. BB Tricks, I listened to some of those songs. I thought those were cool.
New project is fire.
Yeah,
Shout out BB Tricks.
it's very nice.
Yeah.
And I like, again, it's the bilingual aspect. And
Totally.
the more Hispanics and Latinos of any country, everybody putting on for our people is a good thing for me. And like Bad Bunny's new album is incredible.
Absolutely.
I want Rosalia to keep going.
Oof. Yes.
I like Peso Pluma. Ivan Cornejo. I like that kind of vibe. So I like Kali Uchis too. Her new album is very nice.
Yeah, I heard you did some work with Kali Uchis.
Oh, I actually did. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Well, I just you know, a friend of mine sent her team my music, and then she said, "Has anybody worked with him before?" And they said no, and she said, "Okay, let's try something." And I went to Miami, and we hung out for a couple of days, and we came out with a couple songs. And the one on the album, All I Can Say, was one that she wrote, and it was very nice. Just I felt crazy because she was a big influence on me when I was younger.
Totally.
You know, one of the really big influences. So to have that opportunity to work with her and get to know her and hang out, it's very, you know, and to have a song out, produce. 'Cause I haven't produced anybody in years, so I said, okay.
Yeah.
It's very nice to lend a hand there and be a part of such an amazing project, and
Absolutely.
to be a part of a family like that. You know, a memory like, you know, Wikipedia logo, a little thing like that. You know, so.
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing? Matt, come here, man. How you doing? Listen, how you doing? I'm playing a show here. I'm doing a little interview. He played vibraphone on Upside Down.
Oh, amazing.
You know, he helped me out with the part.
Hey, I'm Annabelle.
Hey, Annabelle, Matt.
Nice to meet you, Matt.
Nice to meet you.
That's it. Listen, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Hanging out.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Album sounds great, man.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for being a part of it.
It's a pleasure and an honor. Nice to
go
meet you.
walking around.
Nice to meet
Have a
you.
great night.
Have a
You
great
too.
day. Love that.
Yeah, man, that's real life. You know, you just gotta walk around Lower East Side and hang out. You know, Lower East Side is about community. You know.
Absolutely.
So-
Last thing I want to talk about before we wrap up our interview here is you just dropped your EP, First Works, which is super exciting, which your friend played a part on, who we just met.
Yes, I am.
How are you feeling dropping the E EP?
I mean, it's a weight off my shoulders. Of course, some of those songs again are from 2020 when I first taught myself how to write songs. You know, and pardon me. And then a couple of them are new from last year and in the fall, and it's a good culmination of the last few years where I, you know, one of the songs called "Talk to Me" was actually one of those beach house attempts that I had, where
Nice.
and I kept that synthy aspect on it for this one, for the EP, and you know, there's one song called "Halo" that I wrote in 2022, you know, and that was supposed to be like the Smiths type of vibe, and I ended up taking a step back, making it loungy, and I'm happy to have those songs off my back and for people to actually hear them, and I'm glad that the writing has held up for 4 or 5 years. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing at all.
That's cool to know that you have timeless writing.
I mean, you said it, not me. I don't, you know, but I'm trying here.
I would not be like surprised if you have like if Heaven Knows becomes like a classic household
I hope,
song.
you know, if it's a wedding song, I'll take it.
It's gonna be on my wedding playlist for
Oh,
sure.
listen, that's incredible. I'll start
Absolutely.
crying.
Yeah.
But that's it. I'm very excited to have it out and for people to enjoy it and to make memories to it and interpret it and have it. You know, I've never done it, so I haven't dropped an EP since my first one in 2020.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's it. Nixon 7, of course. That's it, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, super excited for you. Is there anything else that people can look forward to from 54 Ultra?
I mean, we're going to be doing concerts this year. We're going to do as much as we can. We're going to be as many cities and quadrants as we can. And there's going to be more music this year, absolutely. And maybe more collaborations. I think that's about, you know, the line of work is the line of work, you know? I want to make people happy. And
Yeah.
I'm doing my best to achieve that. And
Yeah. Beautiful. Well,
you.
Amazing to meet you.
you too.
Again, thank you for everything you make. I love your music so much. I'm very moved by it, and I'm just excited to watch you continue to bloom.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
It
you.
means the world.
Thank you. Amazing. Thanks, Johnny.
Of course. Thank you, Annabelle.